Hello everybody and welcome back to today's video. My name is Autumn and I'm so glad that you are here today. We have a huge transformation for the kitchen, or it's like a dining room kitchen sort of thing, but a huge transformation. As you can see, we have a door now. That picture showed what it looked like in my last video that I had uploaded, and we did not intend to actually put in the door right now. I thought this was like a next year project, but we had to replace the siding on this small part of the house. And we just didn't really want to waste the materials of, insulation and siding and stuff like that. So while we were at it, we just put in a door. We will be putting in a railing and an extra lock on the door for the time being. This is the next day, so we aren't even done siding. So this is just the beginning, but we will have extra protection up on it because I do have kids, and I'm going to be honest, it kind of worries me a little bit. And then we're going to be making a wraparound porch. So we already have a back porch off to the side here, and we're going to be extending it around. So that will be happening too, but for now we're just going to have some extra protection, some extra locks, and a railing. So that way it also passes insurance too, but just to make sure that everything's safe, and it just helps relax me, I guess. So I am starting it out by just vacuuming up all these big pieces of sheetrock. I don't like to use my vacuum, so we had, oh gosh, what do you call this one? A shop vac. Yes, we had one of those upstairs, and so I would just use that to get all of the bigger pieces vacuumed up, so I didn't have to go through and hand pick them up. And then after that, I went through with my Shark vacuum, and I just vacuumed up all of the other dust that I might have missed with this. As you can see, outside is just a disaster, and it's always going to be a disaster when we do projects like this. I was too exhausted to tackle the outside, and I really wanted to get the upstairs done. This was around 6:30 when I started my cleaning. Everybody had went home. We always have a bunch of family that comes over and helps us with these kind of projects. So they all went home, and we put our kids in the bath because they had been out in the dirt all day long, literally living their best kid life. So while I went through and just tried to get the house picked up, my husband made sure to get the kids just bathed and put in their pajamas so they could go down for the night. And I honestly was just too exhausted to even do this much, but I knew when I would wake up in the morning that I would be miserable seeing my house so chaotic, and as you can see, there's nothing but sheetrock dust all over the floors, and it would have just bothered me so much. And so I really wanted to get this done and tackled, and I'm so glad I did, because this is the next morning and I woke up to a clean house with a new big door, and it looks so good, and I am so happy that I did take this time to get it done. So I hope that you guys get some sort of motivation or inspiration to get things that you need done in your house too, so that way you don't have to stress about any of your chores as well. I showed in the beginning me cleaning up the outside patio table, and that's because that is where we all had lunch and dinner. We kept the kids out of the house so they were not, just in with all the chaos. So we had pizza outside, and then we had leftover pizza for dinner. So that's why you saw in the beginning me cleaning up the outside table. It just needed a good cleanup after seeing a bunch of pizza sauce.
Forevermore, I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco light. They can try, but they can never take me down. Take me down. 'Cause I'm not
I just kept the cleaning really simple, so I just did some really hot water and vinegar, and I just mopped up all of the sheetrock dust that did not get vacuumed up. It was kind of stuck to the floor, caked on there. And this is the most satisfying part of this whole video. I had so much fun doing this part. I was like, this is going to be so good of a transformation. So I wanted to do half of you could see it from above, and then another half you can see it from below. So satisfying. This is literally one of my favorite parts.
you, not afraid to love. Not afraid to love. I'm gonna go where
seat protectors, I think is what they're called, off of Amazon. So we did these chairs ourselves. So we painted them. We put this new fabric, like this plaid fabric on. And they are so hard to get stains out of. So difficult. And like my kids have spaghetti and things like that. And so they stain. And it's so time consuming to like scrub these chairs and try to get the stains out. And so I got these seat covers off of Amazon and I love them. I'll have them actually linked in the description box if you guys are interested. There's multiple colors, but I thought this more like tan one would look better because it would kind of match the kitchen table. And it would just be easier, so when they get dirty from the kids, I can just take them off and throw them right in the wash and put them back on. And for me, that seems like a whole of a ton easier for me. So I'm not scrubbing these chairs every day, so that way they don't get stained. I cleaned the table out in the living room because I had just mopped out there and we just didn't want to get crumbs and like dust back onto the floors. So I still needed to vacuum the living room. So I just cleaned it out here and it was gross. It was really, really gross. There was so much sawdust, or not sawdust, but the sheetrock dust. If you've done construction in your house or you've had a house built, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that dust gets everywhere and it is so annoying to clean up because it's on every surface. I still have a lot of surfaces I need to dust, like shelves and stuff like that, that definitely need to get dusted because this stuff is everywhere.
Fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. Yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving.
This dining room is a whole different dining room. I wanted to show you these really quick because I just got my Amazon order today. These are little colanders. So like, you know, if you were draining like noodles and stuff like that, but they're collapsible. So I had a like colander sort of thing that came with my kitchen sink. You guys have probably seen it a handful of times and it just kind of sits in the sink. That broke. Like the handles were plastic. They broke off and they were kind of rubbing on the sides of the sink and they were scratching it. And so I got rid of it because I don't want to ruin my sink. And I found these on Amazon. These will be linked as well, but how cute are they? I'm very limited on space, so I didn't really want to get like a big hefty metal colander. So I just got these two to try, and I love that they're collapsible, so that way I can put them like up in the higher cabinets and they're not taking up a bunch of space. I was so proud of myself on this day because before we started our day, I unloaded and started loading the dishwasher. That's been one of my favorite things to do first thing in the morning is just unload it and get it loaded. So that way during the day, I can just put things in as we're going and it helps me not feel overwhelmed at the end of the day. And I am so glad that I did this because that would have been another, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes of me taking out dishes, putting more dishes in. So I'm really glad that this was done.
Stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging and the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right.
While I'm putting everything away, I want to show you what the kids got. So my mother-in-law was here and she loves to go shopping for the kids. So since it was Lily's birthday, she got her some new pajamas. These are like 4Ts though. And so these are like gonna fit her really well. They're gonna probably be a little big, but that's great. She got Kason this cute little camo jacket. He loves camouflage. And then Lily got one too, which this one fits her really good. So these are all like oversized on them, so they'll fit really good in the wintertime. But she got this one. I love the little rainbows on it. And then she also got a Minnie Mouse outfit. It's like a heavy sweater and some leggings as well. So I'm gonna go throw these in the wash really quick and then get back into cleaning this. While my mother-in-law was over, she actually went apple picking. So we have a huge apple orchard like right up the road from us, and it's just like some local farmers. And so she went apple picking and brought us a bunch of what are these called? Honeycrisp, I think is what they're called. So good. And then she also picked some pears too. So I was putting them in this little basket and then putting the rest of the oranges back on top. And I put it over on the table. I love the look of having fresh fruit on your table. But in my house, it's very difficult because my kids love fruit, which is great. And I love that they prefer to have that. But a lot of the time they'll go in and, they'll be like, oh, you want an apple? And they'll take a bite of the apple and they're like, maybe I want a pear. And they'll put the apple back and then they'll take a bite of the pear. And so a lot of the time there'll be like a single bite of fruits in, the apples and stuff like that. So when we have these up, we have to just, watch them and say, you need to only have one, just so that way they're not wasting all of them. I still had a bunch of apples and stuff like that left over. So I just put it off to the side. I think I'm going to make an apple pie this week with it. Absolutely love homemade apple pie with fresh apples.
Ooh, I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. Moonlight on your naked skin, summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty sweet your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty bottle lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here.
Do you like them? Do you like them?
As you can see, those seat covers are kitty cat approved. They were loving those. They're really soft, so that's probably why. They're kind of like not like a microfiber towel, because microfibers are kind of I don't know, they feel different, but these were more of a like absorbent material, if that makes sense. So if you were to spill some sort of liquid on them, they would absorb it, but they're really comfortable. Moving on to the living room, I actually need to shampoo the couch and the rug. They are in desperate need. We've just been so busy. I've actually been painting the doors, and so the back door, the front door, and some of the windows. And you actually probably have seen the back door and it's black. I really love that look when you have like white window trim and then you have like a black window, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's just the look that I am personally going for. And so I've just been spending the past 3 days painting, and the paint that we use is really good. I really love the color, but you do need to use a lot of coats. So about 2 or 3 coats. And so that's why I just haven't showed them yet. I will show the final product when they are fully coated and fully dried. But for right now, they're not fully done yet. Especially this metal back door that we have in the kitchen, because it's metal. And I didn't think that there would be an issue, but the paint is literally just peeling off of the door. So I don't know if I have to go through and sand it or try to sand it. I don't know. I got to figure something out for it to make sure that that paint stays on there and it's not going to chip. But went through and vacuumed all of this. It was really gross. The carpet looks gross to me because I still need to like shampoo it. But it looks good for now. And this is the aftermath of the kitchen. I'm so glad I took that time to get it done because, again, it just really helps me in the morning so I'm not feeling overwhelmed. Same as like throughout the day of the next day. If I didn't get to it right away, it's all I would think about, especially because we have more people coming over to help us with deciding, like family and friends. And I hate when people see my house so chaotic. So it just saves me the hassle and saves me the headache. I also went downstairs and I changed my shirt. I was in that really long sweater and I was so warm. I was warm all day. It was 80 degrees outside and I was just too busy to go inside and change. And so I just quickly changed my shirt because it was so warm. And I just went to make the bed because I did have to separate clothes on this day. I have been behind on doing laundry. Like I said, I've just been so busy. But yeah, I didn't really have too many clothes to put away. This was like a basket and a half, and I have a whole bunch I gotta start. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need to actually go start some. But yeah, so I just want to separate these for now. So that was one thing I didn't really have to worry about.
Problems. I would never thought that you could be causing these problems. It smells so bright with eyes like these diamonds. Caution. I know I should have known. Right now you're not alone. I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant. All the words you never said. All the questions in my head. 'Cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Running. Everyone says that I should get going, start running. But how am I supposed to run when I'm falling? I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant. All the words you never said. All the questions in my head. 'Cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble.
And that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe if you are not subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.